Can you swim in a hot spring? An overview of Hot Springs, North Carolina. It's surprising that the town of Hot Springs, North Carolina isn't bigger. Sitting at the confluence of the French Broad River and Spring Creek, it's been a popular destination since the American Revolution. It grew along the Buncombe Turnpike, one of the major interstate roads of the 1800s. A major rail spur came through the town. It's on the Appalachian Trail in an area filled with outdoor recreation possibilities. Why is it called Hot Springs? The mineral springs were first discovered by the Native American tribes in the region, who often held spiritual ceremonies about 5 miles downriver at Paint Rock. This is where some of the best-known native pictographs in the southeast can still be seen today. Once the settlers found the springs, things began to change. As early as 1778, European immigrants were visiting the springs for their reported healing powers of the carbonated mineral waters. Do the hot springs have healing powers? The legendary healing powers of the mineral baths were probably exaggerated by the journey to reach the hot springs. Not only were the people bathing in them, but they also had to be exhausted. Why are the springs hot? The waters are a thermal spring. Essentially, the water travels deep enough into the earth and is heated geothermally by forces within the earth's mantle. In some cases, the water is heated by coming close to molten rock, also known as magma. But close proximity to magma is not necessary for a hot spring, and some hot springs are heated by radioactive decay of elements deep in the earth's mantle. Can you swim in a hot spring? Some hot springs are too hot to safely bathe in. The waters in Hot Springs, North Carolina are about 108 degrees Fahrenheit. There are hotels, resorts, and cabins that offer access to the natural hot mineral waters in the North Carolina destination. Additionally, for such a small town, there's a surprising range of options in hot springs. What is there to do in Hot Springs, North Carolina? First, soak in the water. People have been coming here since at least the time of George Washington to experience the waters of the hot springs. It seems a shame to come all the way into town and not give it a try. Hot Springs Resort and Spa pipes the water from the spring into a series of jetted hot tubs to maximize the experience. Where is Hot Springs, North Carolina? Hot Springs is located about 40 minutes north of Asheville, North Carolina, between the French Broad River, Spring Creek, and the Appalachian Trail. Have you been to Hot Springs? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video from thesmokies.com.